Hello and welcome to Switzer Super TV. I'm Peter Switzer. This is my colleague Paul Rickard. Hi Paul.
Hi Peter.
Let's talk about property. A lot of people worried about a bubble and a crash. What do you think's going on?
There's no crash, Peter. Certainly we've seen a little bit of softening of some data lately.
Okay, let's go to the auction clearance rates, which lots of people look on Sunday mornings to see what's going on in the property market.
Well, they're just one indicator, and you can see the auction clearance rates on a national basis for the last 12 months on the screen in front of you. What's interesting to note is that where we were seeing sort of in the mid-70s in just before Easter, that's softened on a national basis to the high 60s. And certainly at around Easter time, we were getting rates of over 80% in Sydney, and it's a little bit quieter now.
So from my point of view, when prices spike, when there's big clearance rates, it obviously then brings on supply, and there's about 1,000 extra properties on the market.
Well, that's right, Peter. One of the reasons the rates have fallen a little bit is that we have had more people coming to market looking to sell. I think the other thing you've got to be careful of is that more than 85% of the market is still, houses are still transacted via private treaty. So auctions are sort of just one guide.
Yeah, and people are excited about the price rises, but the national rise is around 8%, but Sydney was the one that's really bullocked along, up about 15.9% or something.
Yeah, and we've actually got that in front of you. You can see the median house prices across the major capital cities. Sydney is certainly leading the way. Melbourne hasn't done too bad, but if you look at some of the other states, it has not been as strong, and I don't think an 8.5% national gain is really that much out of the ordinary.
Okay, let's talk about the supply, Paul.
Well, what you'd expect, of course, is when you see higher prices, you would over time expect to see some more supply, and we're starting to see that. The graph in front of you shows the approvals for new private dwellings, and they're certainly on an upswing.
Given this supply story, is there anything there that will actually stop prices from falling?
Well, one of the interesting things in the market over the last 12 months is first home buyers have been actually squeezed out of the market. And again, we've got some statistics from the ABS, and they show that they're only now represent a record low of about 12.6% of all financing transactions. So lots of opportunity for first home buyers to come back into the market should prices fall.
So in terms of putting the whole story together, it looks like there's plenty of